Ike. He'll shoot the jumper from the wing. It won't go down. Greg fighting for the rebound, but it's taken away from him. And the Lions come the other way. Javon Porter comes away with it. Here's Johnston now. Short pass to Porter, right corner. Merk Velatze dribbles out, one-handed pass into the hands of Carrawell. So Carrawell gets a screen from Asanza. Picks up the dribble at the top of the key, over to Porter at the three-point line. Back out to Johnston. Glances up at the clock. Short pass for Porter. It's down to 7. Greg defends him. Porter driving, has it stripped away, and it is going to be a foul call on the Bulldogs. Caleb battle whistle for the personal. That's going to send Porter to the free throw line where he's 72% on the season. Coach Few having a word with the official who blew the whistle. I agree with him. Porter grabbed Ben Gregg's arm and pushed off to get himself the look. But the foul is going to go against the Bulldogs as Porter makes his first free throw. So 18:59 to play in our first half. The Lions have had the ball twice, and they have scored 4 points. 4-0 the score. Nembhard quick in the front court. Up the right sideline, gets it to Hickman. Now to Gregg behind the play. Ben spinning away from the pressure. Porter passes it on the sideline. Battle catches and fires. His three banks in off the glass. Boy, Caleb Battle banks it in, and the Bulldogs have their first points of the night. Johnston gives it up to Porter. Transfer from Pepperdine. Defended by Nembhard. Trying to back him down. Here comes a double from Ike. Porter picks up his dribble, skips it left side into the hands of Carrawell. Carrawell driving to the baseline where he's denied by Hickman. Keeps the dribble alive. Out to the free throw line with it. And Hickman forces a turnover, a travel on Stone Carrawell. Again, he started his career at Charlotte, went to Austin Peay, then Utah Valley. And he turns the ball over, hearing it from his head coach, Stan Johnson. So Nembhard's going to walk the ball up the floor. The Bulldogs trailing by 1, 90 seconds in here in Los Angeles. Nembhard dribbling to his left, bounces it on the sideline, three-point line for Hickman. Hickman gets a screen from Ike, turns the corner with the dribble, keeps it alive, had it poked away from behind by Carrawell. Nolan dives on it, him and Merk Velatze fighting for it, and it's going to be Hickman last to touch. Merk Velatze and Porter forcing the Gonzaga turnover, first of the game. Now Johnston is going to bring the ball up the floor. Senior out of Australia. Again, a great story. Had no college offers. He was a walk-on in junior college and has turned that into a starting spot at the Division I level. That ball is stripped away by Nembhard. Bulldogs come away with it. It's battle with Johnston to beat the Euro step. He throws it up off the bottom of the rim, and the Lions will head the other way. Johnston into the front court to Merk Velatze. Fakes the three, stripped away from behind by Battle. Bulldogs trailing 4-3. Here comes Califf the other way. Short pass to Hickman. Hickman over to Gregg out top. Gregg calling for it. He flips to Battle. And now it's Ike. Here comes a double. Graham dribbles away from it. Out to Battle. Now Nembhard. Nembhard driving with the left hand. Defender gets a little push off. And Nembhard banks it in regardless. So the Bulldogs have their first lead. It's 5-4. Lions with the ball. Stone Carrawell to Merk Velatze. Now Johnson in front of the GU bench. Out to Asanza. The big man not a threat to shoot the three. He hands it off to Johnson. Sets a screen for Johnson, who weaves his way into the paint. Little fadeaway jumper. Back iron no good. Battle clears the glass for the Bulldogs. 3-on-3. Long pass up the floor to Hickman in the left corner. He'll spin and fire past Nembhard. Wide open on the break. Shoots the three. It rims out. Gregg fighting for the rebound. And he is the last to touch. It's going to be Lions basketball. Boy, I thought Ben had a chance to grab that. Graham Ike trying to grab the rebound late. They bumped Ben a little bit, and it'll be LMU basketball. 5-4, Zags on top. Lions scored the first 4. Gonzaga has scored 5 in a row. Jan Vide checks in, the transfer from UCLA. We saw him last year in Honolulu when the Bulldogs played the Bruins as part of the Maui Invitational. Spinning off the screen, picks up his dribble at the right elbow, kicks back out to Johnston. Now left side, it's Porter. Porter driving into the paint, little fadeaway from about 10. Back iron, no good. Ike controls the rebound. One dribble, underhanded flip for Nembhard up the right sideline. Zags lead is still 1, 16-19 to play first half. Nembhard gets a screen from Ike, driving with the left, bounces back to Graham. He'll pull up and connect from 8. Ike gives the Bulldogs a 7-4 advantage at the 16-10 mark of the first half. Porter, right side pass to Johnston. Johnston off a Porter screen, pulls up for three and makes it to tie things up. Like the ball got away from the official. They blew the whistle, and with that, we're going to have an official timeout on the floor. 15:58 to play in the first half. We've got a tie ball game. Zags 7, Lions 7. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Support Gonzaga men's basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to zagscollective.com and get started.
Every year, the crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you get to delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back to Los Angeles, where we have a tie ball game early. 7-7 is our score after Will Johnston knocked down the three. And actually, the Bulldogs lost the ball out of bounds on the inbound play, so it's going to be Lion ball. Here's an inbound Merkvaladze, stripped away by Hickman. Ike running the break for the Bulldogs, as now he'll back the defender into the paint, fakes to his right, spins to his left, and puts the Bulldogs right back on top. Graham scoring over Aaron McBride, who just checked into the game. McBride misses on the other end. The Zags, Nembhard throwing up the floor to Ike, beats everybody to the brim, and he scores two more. Boy, Nembhard and Ike in sync right now as the Bulldogs lead at 11-7, 15.5 to play in the first half. Vide drives, throws up an air ball. Gonzaga comes away with it. Nembhard running the floor. He's quickly across half court with it to Ike trailing. Fakes the three, passes back to Nembhard. Sets a screen for Ryan. Driving with the right hand. Little step back jumper from the free throw line. Halfway down, pops out. Ike clears the offensive glass. Trapped in the corner, trying to dribble away from pressure. And a push is going to be called on Porter. Well, Porter is going to say, hey, ref, didn't you see that swim move? Graham kind of wrapped his arm around the waist of Porter as he tried to escape the double team. And the official saw the contact first from Porter that bumped Graham out of bounds. So foul goes on Porter, his first. Wholesale substitutions for the Zags is Ajayi, Huff, and Stromer check in. And Dusty on his first touch, running into the corner to accept the pass from Nembhard, steps out of bounds. A turnover on the Bulldogs. Stromer coming off a season-best 12-point performance in the win over Portland. And here comes Vide. It's a screen from Porter, dribbles to his left. Driving with the left hand all the way to the rim, challenged by Huff, and Braden comes away with the rebound. Actually had to take it away from Ajayi. Huff into the front court with a dribble, gets it away to Nembhard. Dribbles to his right, underhanded flip, far side of the floor. It's Stromer. Screen from Ajayi. Stromer driving with the left hand, denied. Defender slips and falls. Pass out intended for Hickman is stolen by Stone Carrawell, who drives and misses badly. Rebound goes to Nembhard. We've had a couple of layup misses here early. One for each team. Nembhard to Hickman. Extra pass in the corner intended for Stromer is deflected out of bounds by Stone Carrawell. Stone Carrawell really active, 6'7", 220-pounder. He's been flying around here early. Zags lead 11-7. They have the basketball. Hickman inbound on the sideline on the left side of the floor. We've played 5.5 minutes. Passes into Nemhard. Nemhard defended by Myron Amy Jr. now, who's checked in. Another one of the transfers out of San Jose State. He was top 5 in the Mountain West in scoring last year. And that is going to go as an goaltend, it looks like. So Ajayi had a wide open 3. He passed it up, drove. And got credit for the basket. Here's Amy giving up to Porter right side. Fakes the 3. Now going against his former teammate Ajayi. Misses the shot. Ball knocked around. Porter comes away with Ajayi trying to strip it away. Porter spinning, and they're going to get a hold. Probably could have gotten a travel on Porter, but instead, Ajayi's going to be whistling for the personal. The 2 former teammates really clashing there. Very physical confrontation in the paint, and Ajayi's whistled for his first personal foul. Inbound to Asanza. He hands it off to Stone Carrawell on the right side. Stone Carrawell dribbling with the left hand, picks it up over to Porter. 3-point line defended by Stromer. Can't get around Dusty on the drive. He'll step back and fire a 3. That's off the rim. Asanza tips it out of bounds into the Bulldog bench. Oh, wait, the official's going to say that Nemhard touched it. Well, Nemhard was trying to grab it. Asanza got a fingertip on it, and Nemhard must have been last to touch because it's going to stay with the Lions. Zags lead 13-7. Porter to inbound. Pass into Asanza, big man between the circles, hands it off. Davide dribbles to his right, away to Amy. He steps back for a 3. It's an air ball over Nemhard, and this one will go out of bounds, and it'll be Gonzaga ball. Bulldogs have scored 6 straight in the last 2.5 minutes. They've made 4 of their last 6. Meanwhile, the Lions struggling. They're 0 for their last 7. That's allowed the Bulldogs to open up this early 6-point lead. Nemhard gets a screen from Huff to the right wing with the dribble. Keeps it alive, bounces to Braden in the paint. Lost it, got it back, spinning on Asanza, spins back to his right, can't get up a shot. Pass back out to Nemhard. Nemhard refuses a screen to Huff. Driving, passes out to Braden. Little pick and pop 3. That one won't go down. Asanza with the rebound. Took a couple of extra hops off the rim. And here come the Lions. Vide cut off. Looking over the top. They throw it down low to Porter. And Porter scores it off the glass. They had the mismatch. Porter on Nemhard. And a little lob and an easy finish for Porter. Hickman looks to Huff. Huff facing up on the left wing. Will shoot a jumper. That comes up short, and another rebound to the Lions. This one goes to Stone Carrawell. Bulldogs lead is 13-9. Stone Carrawell between the circles. Will pull up and shoot a deep 3. It's off the back iron. Stromer flies in to grab the rebound. Bulldogs have numbers with Porter down. He's okay, just slow to get back in the play. Ajayi driving, kicks back out Stromer. Defender from behind, fouls Stromer. So Porter went to the ground. He was slow getting back in the play, and then to add to his problems, he found Stromer shooting a 3-point shot. Just as important for the Lions, that is Porter's second personal foul. He is their leading scorer. Comes the 12:22 mark of the first half. So Dusty to the free throw line. 83% on the year. His first one is good. Second one also good. Porter to the bench. Mark Veladze's back in. Johnston will replace Vide. Stromer's third and final attempt, also good. Zags push the lead to 16-9, and now that three-quarter court pressure with Ajayi out top. Stone Carrawell picks it up, bounce it over to Johnston. Johnston, Bulldogs almost have him trapped, gets it away to Stone Carrawell in the front court. Mark Veladze, they work back out to Johnston, now left side to Amy. One-handed pass over to Mark Veladze, now on the sideline is Stone Carrawell. Short pass to Asanza. Big man hands it off to Stone Carrawell. Dribbles to the free throw line. Little fadeaway is up and in. Well, he's a big, strong kid. 16-11 is the score as we go under 12 minutes to play first half. Ajayi behind the play, hands it off to Nembhard. Fakes right, drives left, back to Ajayi, sets his feet, fires, and hits the three-point shot. It's been a while for Mike Ajayi, but he knocks down that three and gives the Bulldogs their biggest lead of the game. It's 19-11. Lions moving around the perimeter. Johnston has it now. Fires a pass right side. Stone Curl fakes the three, gets Hickman in the air, drives, runs into Huff. A lot of contact, no whistle. Ball is loose, not anymore. Nembhard dives on it, gets it away to Stromer. He's into the front court. Can't get the pass away to Huff, so the Bulldogs are going to have to set things up on the offensive end. Nembhard gets a screen from Huff, gives it back to Braden in the pick and roll. Shot up, pops off the rim, no good. Tip attempt by Nembhard, no good, but he gets the offensive rebound. Kick out to Hickman, fakes the three, drives. That shot won't go down, and finally the Lions come away with it. Zags with a couple opportunities, but could not convert. Merck Valance into the front court. Johnson fakes left, tries to drive right, but Stromer up for the challenge, cuts him off. Amy with it now, right side on the perimeter. Merck Valance fakes right, driving with the left hand. Cut off the free throw line, over to Amy. Looks down low. Asanza has it, into the paint. Shot up over Huff, won't go, but a whistle and a foul. And with that foul, we have an official timeout on the floor. 10:38 to play in the first half here at Gerson Pavilion in Los Angeles. Our score, Gonzaga 19, LMU 11. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza is what stuffed crust pizza should be. Hot, fresh, melty, all because it's straight from your oven. So, hand-braided cheesy crust? Check. Perfectly piping hot? Check. Melty cheesy goodness? Check, check, check. Order the new cheesy stuffed crust pizza today and taste the deliciousness for yourself. Starting at just $13.99 from Papa Murphy's.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now it's our lowest price of the season on our top-selling i8 smart bed. Your best savings, plus free home delivery with an adjustable base. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
At Western National Insurance, NICE is a little word that does big things for everyone. NICE is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with NICE as our foundation. Experience the power of NICE for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
Back in Los Angeles, where the Bulldogs are enjoying a 19-11 lead over LMU. The Zags gave up the first 4 points of the game, but they have scored 19 of the last 26 to take this lead over the Lions. Gonzaga with this 8-point lead. Well, visit Spokane, home of the Gonzaga Bulldogs. This busy city along the roaring Spokane River Gorge has it all. Culinary, beer, wine, entertainment, and outdoor adventure. Whether you already live in the area or you're looking for a vacation, start planning adventures now. Go to visitspokane.com. Live like a Zag. So the Bulldogs out of the huddle with Ike, Ajayi, Battle, Stromer, and Nembhard. So how about this, ladies and gentlemen? We've talked about Mike Ajayi and trying to kind of get comfortable here playing for the Zags. That three-point shot made by Ajayi, his first since he made a three against West Virginia back on November the 27th when we were in the Bahamas. Had missed his last 11 attempts before making his first one here. Azanza makes both free throws. And how about that? He was 0 for 6 on the season, but hits a pair. And the Bulldogs with 10.5 to play in the first half are leading by 6. Battle bounces it to Nembhard. Nemhard into the paint with a dribble. A little pull-up one-hander comes up short. Ike rebounds. Couple of shot fakes. Now we'll go up and lay it in. Ike off to a strong start. Zags lead at 21-13. Azanza, big man dribbles, hands it off to Amy. Amy skips it over left side to Johnson in front of Coach Few. Johnston driving, little push-off, kicks it back out to Amy. Now right side, Stone Carrawell. To Johnson again, fakes the three, dribbles to the left wing, 1 second to shoot. He fires a desperation shot, front rim, no good. Ike with the rebound. Graham, 8 points, 4 boards here in the early goings. Going to work on Azanza, backing him down. Spins to the baseline, gets around him and reverses with the right. Like Graham Ike pulling out all the tricks here in Los Angeles, and the Bulldogs lead by 10. Ike 10 points on 5 of 7 shooting from the field as Johnston brings it across half court. Hand off to Stone Carrawell. Out top to Amy. Amy, left side, Johnston now in front of the GU bench. Waits for a screen from Merck Veladze. Doesn't do anything with it. Now retreats. Shot clock ticks down to 8. Azanza sets a screen this time. Now they've got the mismatch defensively. Johnston driving on Ike, pulls up and misses from 12. Rebound is free. Amy comes away with it on the right wing. Pass out to Johnston. Pass knocked away and stolen by Ajayi. He's going to take it the other way and flush it with 2 hands. Mike Ajayi with a 2-handed flush off the steal. And the Bulldogs are having fun in Los Angeles. It's 25-13. Timeout, LMU. Biggest lead of the game for the Bulldogs. And this timeout, let's see, the officials are saying it's a full timeout, but the Lions are saying it's a 30. So it is a 30. Now we're going to keep it right here in Los Angeles. Again, Graham Ike with 10 points on 5 of 7 shooting. Mike Ajayi, perfect from the field, has 7 points for the Bulldogs. So they've got 17 of the Zags' 25. Meanwhile, Porter with 4 points on 1 of 4 shooting from the field. The Zags playing well on the offensive end. They're 10 out of 19. Meanwhile, they've held LMU to just 4 of 17 shooting. That's 23.5%. So how about Mike Ajayi? You better believe that young man has to be feeling like the weight of the world just came off his shoulders. He was just 4 out of 27 shooting threes on the season. And like I said, hadn't made one since November the 27th, but knocks it down and then gets the steal and the dunk. Yeah, the Bulldogs are ahead by 12. Now Porter is going to check back in. Stan Johnson's going to play him with those 2 personal fouls. He inbounds it to Johnston, who brings it up the floor. Porter coming off a 22-point effort in the win over Oregon State on Thursday. Been held in check here so far. Lamaj Lewis is checked in, another one of the veterans who doesn't play a lot for LMU. McBride's back on the floor, another guy who's been at LMU for a couple of years. He finds Lewis cutting, and Lewis lays it in, 25-15. McBride averaging 3.5 a game, Lewis 1.5. Here's Ajayi driving on Porter, his former teammate. He is fouled as he got around Porter, and it was McBride waiting for him. Oh, yeah, Porter and Ajayi, the leading scorers for the Pepperdine Waves last year when Lorenzo Romar was dismissed. Ajayi transferred to Gonzaga. Stan Johnson hired Romar here at LMU, and then Porter followed him here. Porter, one of 5 kids in the family who has played Division I basketball. A couple have made it to the NBA. As Ajayi makes the first free throw. An opportunity to visit with Coach Romar, one of the nice guys in the college basketball world. Walked over and said hello. Enjoying his time here with LMU. A lot of experience, 85 years of experience. They hired a couple of veteran coaches to help out fifth-year head coach Stan Johnson. Both free throws good for Ajayi, who has 9 points. It's 27-15. This ties the biggest lead for the Bulldogs, who are pressuring the Lions. Johnson breaks it with the dribble, gets it across the timeline. Johnson gets a screen from McBride, dribbles to his right, pass back to Porter at the top of the key. Hand off to Johnson, a little weave action to Stone Carrawell. Now right sideline pass for Lewis. Lewis bounces on the baseline. Ajayi defending Stone Carrawell. 5 seconds to shoot. He will from the right wing and hit. 27-17 is the score as we go under 8 minutes to play in the first half. Battle gets a screen from Ajayi, drives, leaves it for Ike. Fans wanted to travel. They might have been right. Official's going to say he got the pass off just before that foot came down. A foul goes against McBride. That his second. It'll bring us to a timeout in Los Angeles as well. 7:44 to play first half. Zags by 10. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
It's time for Home Team Rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa Rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next-level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice! Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
So we've always wanted a Cadillac Escalade.
But they're out of our price range.
So I started a podcast for my side hustle. You know, all the kids are doing it.
Honey, you've got 7 likes.
All right. Hey, I'm still learning how to algorithm.
And that's not a verb.
Oh.
There's an easier way to score an Escalade. It's Northern Quest's $165,000 Cadillac Countdown. Play daily to enter. Grand prize drawing January 25th. Details at northernquest.com.
Back at Gerson Pavilion, where the Bulldogs lead 27-17, 7:44 to play in our game's first half. Lag West Farm Credit is a financial cooperative that provides financing, crop insurance, and related services to farmers and ranchers across the West. From small family businesses to large operations, Ag West brings the experience and financial know-how to help you grow your best future. Gerson Pavilion is under construction right now. Firestone Fieldhouse was kind of a mess as they're working mostly on the interior of that building. Down in Malibu, they're also working on a new arena for the Waves. It should have about 3,000 seats. Here at Gerson Pavilion, they're adding coaches' offices, administrative offices, they're adding classrooms for the student athletes, adding training table, adding a training room. The building continues to shrink in size in terms of seating. They're listing it at just under 4,200, but for those of you who have maybe been here in the past, one of the sides, the top level where all the wood bleachers are, is completely gone. And so this building's got to be down in the 3,500 range as far as seats. But they're excited to get these renovations taken care of. They're working on them right now. Graham Ike makes both free throws. And again, the third time in the first half, a 12-point lead for the Bulldogs. Javon Porter drives. Ike challenges the shot. Porter misses. He's now 1 for 5. And the Bulldogs head the other way. Stromer back on the floor, bounces to Ike. Graham off to a red-hot start. He's got 12 first-half points. Gives it back to Stromer. Drives. The runner is up and in. Well, we saw that out of Dusty against Portland several times. And we see it here again tonight as the Bulldogs open a 14-point lead. Stromer now has 5 points, made 3 free throws when he was fouled shooting a 3, and now made his first field goal attempt. Here's Johnston for 3, and he hits it over Hickman. Don't want to see him get going again after what he did to the Zags last season when he scored 33 points. Stromer between the circles with Hickman is checked in for Nembhard, who gets his first breather of the game. Stromer out top with the dribble. Gives it up to Battle, coming off an Ike screen. Dribbling to the three-point line. Bounces it to Ike. Graham going to work on McBride. Spins the baseline. Double comes from Johnston. Graham misses the shot. Weak side rebound. Ben Gregg fighting for it. Now looks like he's going to be tied up, and he is. Fans thought that McBride ripped it away clean from Ben, but It is going to be a jump ball, and the Zags will keep it on alternating possessions. Lewis and McBride head to the bench. Matar Chop is going to check into there. Chope, is going to check in for the first time. The transfer from Nebraska. He only has 12 shot attempts in 12 games. Hasn't played much, but he's another big body, 6'10", 215 pounds. Hickman lobs it into Battle between the circles to Stromer, three-point line left side. Top of the key, it's Ike. Back out to Battle. Battle gets a screen from Ike into the paint with the dribble. Spins, fades, and comes up short. Johnston chases down the rebound. Bulldogs lead is 31-20 as Johnston hustles up the left side of the floor, and Nolan Hickman's going to be called for a foul. And Nolan's saying, what did I do? But he wrapped his arm around the chest of Johnston as he came off that screen. Nolan's whistled for his first. So 6:05 to play first half, 31-20. Zags on top. Porter in front of the GU bench, inbounds to Johnston just inside a half court, dribbles to his right. Hands it off to Merk Veladze. Out top to Stone Carroll, who's back on the floor. Choke sets a screen for him. Stone Carroll drives, fakes the jumper, gets Ike in the air, and then misses off the shot fake. We'll have a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Stromer. And with that whistle, Emmanuel Inocente will hop up off the Bulldog bench. He's going to take over for Dusty, who checks out with 5 points in the game. Johnston flips it in. Joe back to Johnston. Johnston weaves his way through blue shirts, almost traveled as he slipped, but able to keep the pivot foot down. Porter double teams, pass to Johnson, hop step into the paint, fires right side. Stone Carroll shoots a three, rims out, and Hickman has the rebound for the Bulldogs. Nolan with his head up, across the timeline with the dribble, looking down low for Ike. It's not there. He'll take it all the way himself. Shot comes up short. Graham tips the rebound, controls the rebound, and scores two more. 14 in the first half for Graham, and the Zags lead is back to 13. Hickman slips and falls as Johnston misses the wide open jumper from about 14. There's Battle the other way. Screen from Greg. Takes it all the way to the rim, lays it up and in. A late burst of speed from Caleb Battle. Gets right around the Lions defense all the way to the rim. 15-point advantage, and Stan Johnson calls his second time out of the first half. Still 5:02 to play here in the first. Battle now 5 points in the game. Ajayi and Ike leading the way. They've combined for 23 points. 14 of those have come from Ike, 9 for Ajayi. The Zags have outscored the Lions 35-20 here in the first half. Gonzaga shooting 52% from the field thus far. Meanwhile, Lions just 29%. As part of the keys to the game over the last 5, the Lions have shot 48% or better. They've also made 52 threes in their last 5 games. All wins here at home. Out of the timeout, Ryan Nemhard is going to return for the Bulldogs. And Porter is going to inbound. B-Day checks back in. And Porter will inbound to him. Johnston with it. Pass to V-Day in front of the GU bench. Refuses the screen of Porter. Bounces it down low. Merk Veladze is going to be fouled. Then Achente trying to go around and poke away the entry pass. Had his arm wrapped around Mark Veladze. So foul on Manny. That'll be his first. Nemhard, Inocente, Ike, Battle, and Greg for the Bulldogs. Here's a bounce into Mark Veladze, who was wide open. Boy, the Zags had no idea on that play. He was just standing there, wide open under the basket. are going to have it when we come back on alternating possessions. It's been all Gonzaga here in the first half. A Lions team that won by 21 over Oregon State 2 nights ago, completely flummoxed here so far against the 19th ranked Zags. 40-22 is our score. Final 3:06 in the first half coming your way next. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
At Wheatland Bank, we're all about relationships, so we couldn't be more proud to announce the relationship of a lifetime. Wheatland Bank is now part of the Glacier family of regional banks. With Glacier at our side, we'll deliver exciting new products and the latest technologies. Still, we're keeping our name, like one of those power couples you read about in the magazines. But still bankers. Wheatland Bank. Relationships you can count on.
Wheatland Bank, a division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Living a healthy, happy life is built on a foundation of good habits, wholesome foods, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25, and annual screening mammograms beginning at 40. Our convenient Spokane area locations make scheduling your mammogram easy. Schedule your exam today. Call 509-455-4455 or visit www.inlandimaging.com/appointments.
Support Gonzaga men's basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to zagscollective.com and get started.
Return to action here in Los Angeles. Lions with the ball. Vide inbounds to Merk-Valance in the near corner. He'll shoot a three over Ike. That's no good. Asanza back on the floor, has the offensive rebound and throws a pass out of bounds. Zags doubled Asanza off of the rebound, and he threw it off of the scores table. We'll turnover on the Lions. They're 6th of the first half. The Bulldogs have just confounded this LMU offense so far. 8 out of 27 shooting. They're 2 out of 9 shooting threes. Huff back on the floor, top of the key with it. Hands it off to Battle. Battle back to Huff. Pass is tipped by Asanza. Battle gets it back. Knocked off balance, able to kick it out to Nembhard. Zags will reset with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Greg sets a screen for Nembhard. Driving with the left, bounce back to Greg. Little pocket pass. He scores it over Asanza. And the Bulldogs lead is 20. 42-22 is our score. 2.5 to play first half. Merk-Valance between the circles. Gives it up to Stone Carawell. Driving on into Chente. Manny gets back in front of him. Cuts him off. Kick out Merk-Valance. Fakes the three. Penetrates. Passes. It's deflected out of bounds by Ben Gray. Substitution. Ajayi back in. Greg heads to the bench. Bulldogs continue to extend this lead. LMU scored the first 4 points of the game. Thanks for the three from Battle. And then a bucket from Nembhard to go ahead 5-4. They've led ever since. 3-point shot for Amy, who's back on the floor, is no good. And another rebound is secured by Gonzaga. Nembhard off the Ajayi screen. Back to Mike. Lost it. Got it back. Throws it down with two hands. Ajayi's second dunk of the first half gives him 11 points. It's his first double-figure game since UConn back in mid-December at Madison Square Garden. Also his third double-figure game of the season. 11 points. 44-22 Zags doubling up the Lions. There's a drive into the paint. Huff rejects the shot of Vide. There's a whistle and a foul. Well, and a lot of oohs and ahs from the Zag bench, from the Zags fans in attendance, from the Zags on the floor. Boy, Braden Huff just standing up there. Well, we just got to look at the replay, and that's not going to do the officials any favors. Braden kept his feet on the floor, had his hand up in the air, and blocked the shot, but the whistle goes against Braden. Matar Chope will check back in, replacing Asanza. Vide missed the first free throw. And the second one is good. He goes 1 for 2. 44-23, some pressure in the backcourt from the Lions. Battle able to get it away to Nembhard into the front court. Gets around Vide, who then grabs him from behind and commits the personal foul. Easy whistle for the official. As I mentioned, the Bulldogs, after they took the 5-4 lead, have not trailed. We did have a tie. Johnson made a three-point shot to knot things up at 7, but Ike scored the next time down to put Gonzaga back in the lead. So just one tie, one lead change in the game. It's been all Zags here in the first 20 minutes. Huff gives a screen to Nembhard. He drives, flips it up. Chope blocks the shot. Huff had it, but it was stripped away from him. Amy breaking out. Lots of traffic. Pulls up on the break. Gives it up to Stone Carroll. Extra pass. Vide drives to the baseline. Kick out Amy. Left corner pass. Mark Veladze for 3. He hits it. Good ball movement by the Lions on that possession. Bulldogs lead at 44-26. Gone under a minute to play first half. Ajayi to Nembhard. Back to Ajayi. Faces up on the defender, Amy. Backing him down. Double team comes. Ajayi feeling it, spins, shoots, and he misses the fadeaway jumper from 15. Coach Few not happy with the shot selection. Ajayi knocked it away from Vide as he brought it up the floor, but the transfer guard gets it back. Lions going to slow things down here just a little bit. Despite the fact that there's 8 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock, they're going to hold. Vide dribbling just inside a half court. Ticks down to 7. Mark Veladze sets a screen for Vide. Drives, spins, and hits. 44-28. Zags with 7 seconds. Here's Nembhard. Cross the timeline. Blows past the defender. Stone Carroll gets all the way to the rim and scores with a left hand. Boy, the Lions caught absolutely napping. Stan Johnson is not going to be happy. After the Bulldogs inbound to Nembhard, Ryan kind of jogging up the floor and then boom, hit the speed burst. Got right past the defense all the way to the rim to give the Bulldogs a 46-28 halftime lead. We're going to take a break in Los Angeles. When we come back, we've got some first half highlights coming your way. We'll also check the scoreboard and we'll give you the stats from the first 20 minutes as well. So it's all coming up right after this. Zags 46, Lions 28. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Services is proud to sponsor Gonzaga Athletics. When it comes to your home or business, you deserve fast, reliable service, and that's exactly what you'll get. Our team is committed to delivering 5-star service with upfront pricing and free quotes on every job, so there's no surprises. Got a plumbing emergency? Don't wait. Call Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today at 509-954-5273 or visit ShawPlumbingServices.com. We're the Zags' trusted team for reliable service every time.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
On the Gonzaga Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the Numerica Credit Union Halftime Show. Numerica Credit Union, life moves, live well, federally insured by NCUA. We'll bring you stats and analysis from the first 20 minutes, as well as a look at scores from around the nation. Now let's go courtside. Here's the voice of the Zags, Tom Hudson.
In Los Angeles, where the Bulldogs lead 46-28 over LMU. The Zags gave up 4 points to open the game, but would come back and take the lead. A bucket from Caleb Battle and another one from Ryan Nemhart put Gonzaga ahead 5-4. It was 7-4 when Will Johnston knocked down a three-point shot to knot things up, but Graham Ike answered that on the next possession. The Bulldogs went ahead 9-7, and they have led ever since. The Bulldogs continuing to grow that lead. Mike Ajayi with 15 rebounds against Portland, a new season high a couple of nights ago in Spokane. Finding some offense here tonight in Los Angeles. Ajayi behind the play, hands it off to Nemhart. Fakes right, drives left, back to Ajayi, sets his feet, fires, and hits the three-point shot. It's been a while for Mike Ajayi, but he knocks down that three and gives the Bulldogs their biggest lead of the game. It's 19-11. Now, the three-point shot for Ajayi, I said it had been some time. Mike was 4 of 27 from behind the three-point line coming into tonight's game. That was his first made three since the Bulldogs played West Virginia in the first game in the Bahamas way back on November 27th. And his hot play on the offensive end would continue throughout the half as he finished with 11 first-half points on 4 of 5 shooting. The Bulldogs would continue to build that lead. Graham Ike, feeling it in the first half, leads all scores with 14. Graham, 8 points, 4 boards here in the early goings, going to work on Azanza, backing him down, spins to the baseline, gets around him and reverses with the right. Boy, Graham Ike pulling out all the tricks here in Los Angeles, and the Bulldogs lead by 10. Has a 14 points on 6 of 9 shooting. Graham knocked down a pair of free throws as well. Also leads Gonzaga with 6 boards. The lead would continue to grow for the Bulldogs as Ajayi, Ike, and Battle dominate the first 20 minutes here in L.A. Ike taking his time with the dribble. A lot of contact down there. Fires a one-handed pass over to Battle. He's wide open. His three is all net. Boy, Caleb Battle getting hot here. He's into double figures, joining Ike. Graham with 14. Caleb now has 10. The Bulldogs lead is 40-22. Zags led by 18 at that point. They would get it up to 20 at 42-22. The biggest lead, 22 points for the Bulldogs in the first half. It's an 18-point lead in the locker room for Gonzaga. How about Ajayi, Ike, and Battle? A combined 14 of 19 from the field. They account for 35 of the Bulldogs' 46 first-half points. We're going to take a break here in Los Angeles. Matt Schweiker standing by in our Learfield, North Carolina studios with a halftime show score update. Again, Bulldogs 46, Lions 28. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Today's students are smart, savvy, and heading towards a future filled with possibilities. Education is the light that can help guide them on their path to fulfilling their dreams. That's why Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. With every lottery game you play in the pursuit of making your dreams a reality, you're supporting the next generation of game changers who are using education as the way to reach theirs. Thanks for playing, Washington.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Time for a check of the scores around the WCC and around the nation. Let's go to the network studios.
And welcome inside the Learfield Network studios as Gonzaga leads LMU 46-28 at the break. Time now to take a look at what else is going on around the WCC. We've got one game that's getting ready to get underway. St. Mary's on the road against Portland. Final scores from earlier today. Oregon State defeated San Diego 81-54. Pepperdine won comfortably against Pacific 87-70. And Washington State with a nice run at the end of the game against San Francisco. That one was neck and neck the whole way, but the Cougars pull away late and beat San Francisco 91-82. 34 points and 3 steals in that game for Malik Thomas for San Francisco. Quick look at what else is going on around the top 25 as well. We've got one game in progress. Number 13, Texas A&M leading Texas 61-52 with 6:50 to go in the second half. Final scores from earlier today: Auburn with a 16-point win against Mizzou, 84-68. Tennessee blows out Arkansas, 76-52. Iowa State also dominant against Baylor, 74-55. Likewise for Duke, they beat SMU, 89-62. A great game in Lexington. Kentucky beats number 6 Florida, 106-100. Houston downs BYU 86-55. Nebraska with a nice upset win in the Big Ten over number 15 UCLA 66-58. Arizona hands number 16 Cincinnati their second straight loss 72-67. Mississippi State beats South Carolina 85-50. Ole Miss wins a good one against Georgia 63-51, and Alabama with a big statement, handing number 12 Oklahoma their first loss of the season. Crimson Tide 107-79 winners in that contest. That's your look around the West Coast Conference and around the country as Gonzaga leads 46-28 at the break. Our halftime coverage continues next. You're listening to Gonzaga basketball from Learfield.
Want to earn some extra money this winter? Spokane International Airport is hiring multiple seasonal snow removal equipment operators. These are on-call positions for the upcoming winter season from November 2024 to March 2025. You can earn up to $36 an hour. Some positions require a CDL, and previous experience in operating snow removal equipment is highly preferred. Join our team today. Learn more and apply by visiting SpokaneAirports.net.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Some banks receive 5-star ratings and think they've arrived. But at Wheatland Bank, we call that just getting started. Now, as a member of the Glacier family of regional banks, we're doing even more of what made us an industry leader. Anticipating Eastern Washington's growing needs with more expertise, more technology, more resources, well, more everything. The new, even better Wheatland Bank. What more do you need? Seriously, we're asking.
Wheatland Bank, a division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back in Los Angeles, Tom Hudson with you. Mo has the evening off. He'll join us when the Zags return home to take on San Diego on Wednesday. Zags lead 46-28 in Los Angeles. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield. We take a look at our first half statistics from today's game. The Bulldogs leading 46-28. 14 points scored by Ike. 11 for Ajayi, his first double-figure game since he had 14 against Connecticut at Madison Square Garden before Christmas. Caleb Battle with 10 points in the first half. Those three go 14 of 19 from the field as the Zags shoot 18 out of 35 as a group. 51.4%. The Zags 3 of 5 from behind the three-point line. They made all 7 of their free throws. Meanwhile, for LMU, Merk Valadze with 7 first-half points. He is the leading scorer for the Lions. Gonzaga holding LMU to just 32% shooting, 10 out of 31. The Lions were 3 of 12 shooting threes, 5 of 6 at the free throw line. Gonzaga puts a number on the Lions on the glass in the first half, 24-14, so plus 10 for the Zags on the glass in the first half. Again, 35 points scored by Ajayi, Battle, and Ike. Stromer had 5, 4 for Nemhard, 2 scored by Greg, and that'll do it for the Bulldogs offense in the first 20 minutes. Second half action coming your way from Los Angeles right after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
When staring down the barrel of a crispy fish, fish and cheddar, and beef and cheddar, it's pretty obvious that roast beef isn't wild-caught Alaskan pollock. Excellent observation skills. Now, what do they all have in common? They're just 2 for $6.99. You are killing it, sandwich sleuth. Now reward yourself with Arby's 2 for $6.99. Surf and turf. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Services is proud to sponsor Gonzaga Athletics. When it comes to your home or business, you deserve fast, reliable service, and that's exactly what you'll get. Our team is committed to delivering 5-star service with upfront pricing and free quotes on every job, so there's no surprises. Got a plumbing emergency? Don't wait. Call Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today at 509-954-5273 or visit ShawPlumbingServices.com. We're the Zags' trusted team for reliable service every time.
At Western National Insurance, NICE is a little word that does big things for everyone. NICE is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with NICE as our foundation. Experience the power of NICE for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
Back in Los Angeles, where it's almost time for the second half, the Bulldogs leading 46-28. Gonzaga led for better than 17 minutes in the first half. We had just one lead change and one tie. And now the Bulldogs will see if they can do what they did against Portland and build on the lead after halftime. Zags 11-4, 2-0 in the WCC coming into this one. Again, head back home to take on San Diego on Wednesday. Then Washington State is in town on Saturday, the first time the Zags and the Cougs will play as members of the West Coast Conference. Of course, Washington State and Oregon State joining as conditional members for 2 years to play basketball after they were left out when the Pac-12 got destroyed. And the Zags, the Beavers, and the Cougs will all join the revamped Pac-12 starting in the 26-27 season. The Lions will have their starters out there to open the second half. That'll be Stone Carrawell, Johnston, Porter, Asanza, and Mark Veladze. For the Bulldogs, the starting five to open up the second half as well. It'll be Gregg, Nemhard, Hickman, Ike, and Battle. Gregg at half court inbounds in the backcourt to Nemhard. We're underway in the second half. Zags move left to right in the final 20 minutes. Ike holding with one hand out top, hands it off the Battle, fakes the three, drives, leans into Azanza, throws it up and in. Boy, tough finish through contact for Battle. Give him two more. 12 points for Califf. And now Califf with a steal, and then Mark Veladze is going to be called for the foul. Califf stolen away from it, and then Mark Veladze committed the personal. And the Bulldogs have the lead back to 20. Also possession of the basketball. Well, Hickman's going to inbound on the sideline here right in front of us. Passes it into Nemhard just inside a half court. Now to three-point line to Ike. Faces up on Asanza. Hands it off the Battle. Sets a screen. Califf shoots a three. That one wouldn't go down. Asanza comes away with a rebound. The big 7'1", 245-pounder. Well, a great story. Learned English when he came to the States, his fifth language. And how about this? He has not seen his family in 15 years. Started his career at Oklahoma, transferred to LMU. He's been injured for a good portion of his career. Getting just his second start here tonight as he continues to battle through injuries. Johnson to the right wing, out to Porter. 6 seconds to shoot. He skips a pass from the right side to the left. The corner three for Stone Carrawell's no good. Ike tips the rebound. Battle had it, was knocked away from him, but the ball ends up in the hands of Nemhard, who lobs a pass over right side to Hickman. Thought about a three, but pulled it down. Gets a screen from Ike. Now will fire a three. That one rims out. Ike crashing the glass, fighting Porter for it. And it looks like Graham was the last one to touch. Graham telling the official, I know you can't review it, but if you were able to go back and look at it, I think you'd see you got the call wrong. The big smile on his face. Easy to have that conversation with the official when you're up by 20 and you've scored 14 points. And here is a turnover. Merck Velatze trying to throw it to Porter. Ben Gregg pressured Porter as the pass was thrown and forces an errant pass from Merck Velatze. Well, the Zags with their second forced turnover in the first minute and 23 seconds of the second half will have an opportunity to build on this 48-28 lead. Hickman again inbounds in front of us to Nembhard. Nembhard dribbles it to his right. Johnston picks him up defensively. 30 feet from the basket, finds Hickman coming off an Ike screen. Here's a drive. Asanza swats the shot away, but Nembhard chases down the loose ball. The Hickman in the corner to battle out. Top for Gregg. Three on the way. Won't go down. Ike fighting for the rebound with two white shirts. Ball knocked away from Ike. I believe it was Stone Carwell who knocked it out of bounds. One way or the other, it's going to be Gonzaga basketball. Nembhard to inbound. Asanza, the big 7-footer, defending the pass, but doesn't matter. He bounces it underneath the long wingspan of Asanza into the hands of Ben Gregg for an easy 2, and the Bulldogs have tied their biggest lead of the game. There's a whistle and a foul. It'll go against Nembhard out top. Substitutions coming. Like Chope will enter the game for Asanza. Johnston checks out. Vide checks in. Porter inbounds in front of the Lions bench. Flips it into Vide just inside a half court. Sideline pass to Amy, who's checked in. Over to Porter, poked away by Gregg. Hand off to Stone Carwell as he got it back. Now Chope. Chope bounces to Amy, cutting down the baseline. It is stripped away by Nembhard. Zags turning up the defense here in Los Angeles. Nice job against Portland and backing that up here tonight. It's 10 out of 32 from the field for LMU. Vide looking inbound, passes near side 3-point line to Stone Carwell. His three rims out. Chope offensive rebound and putback though. And it's 50-30. Come the Zags the other way. Gregg fires a pass down low to Ike, who's fouled by Chope from behind. Chope's first. And the Bulldogs will inbound on the baseline. Nembhard looking down low for Gregg. Got it the last time, not this time. Instead, he flips it out top to Ike. Short pass for Hickman in front of the GU bench. Fakes right, drives left. The runner, good for Nolan Hickman. Boy, he's really improved that aspect of his game this year. A little runner with one hand, pushes the lead back to 22. Porter, right elbow, skips it left corner. Stone Carwell misses another 3-point shot. Gregg rebounds. Nembhard the other way, up the left sideline. A little hesitation, dribble, looking in the paint. He's got Ike. Spins, fires, comes up a little bit short. Porter rebounds for the Lions. Across the timeline with the dribble, gives it up to Amy. Fakes the pass, shoots the three. That won't go down. The Lions continue to struggle from distance. Chope saves it, but right into the hands of Hickman. Here come the Bulldogs the other way. Hickman to Gregg. Extra pass left side, Nembhard. Nembhard bounces it to Gregg on the baseline. Ben finds Ike in the paint, who scores two more Gonzaga points. The Zags can increase the lead to 24. It's 54-30. Amy left side. Battle all over him. It's at the 3-point line. Porter calling for it. They get it to him on the baseline. Mismatch with Nembhard. Ike will come out and help with the double. Skip pass right side. Stone Carwell wide open this time. He hits it, and a little frustration on his face as he heads the other way, having struggled here tonight. He's just 3 out of 11. That's his first made 3 on 6 attempts. Nembhard to the left wing with the dribble. Bounces in the paint. Intended for Gregg. Knocked away by Chope from behind. Lions the other way. Porter driving on Gregg. Ben blocks the shot. Porter ends up on the ground. Ben's also whistled for the personal foul. Ben's first will send Javon Porter to the free throw line. Porter and Stone Carwell, who combined to score about 28 points per game this season, have scored 11 on a combined 4 of 18 shooting from the field. Porter 71% at the line. His first free throw is good this time around. Ben Gregg checks out. Braden Huff is in. Mike Ajayi checks in. And Graham Ike heads to the bench. Porter goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. He will head to the bench, and Lamage Lewis will check in. He played a couple of minutes in the first half. Full court pressure. Lamage out top of the break, or the press, excuse me. Here's Hickman. Over to Nembhard, bounces back to Hickman. Into the front court with the dribble, gets into the paint, and can't finish through the push. Chases down the loose ball on the rebound. Hickman drives, passes in the corner, far side. Battle hits another three-point shot. 57-35 is the Bulldog lead. Caleb Battle has made 3 threes. He's got 15 points. One behind Ike for team honors, and then Battle forces a turnover. He deflected that pass intended for Amy. Amy couldn't control it and loses it out of bounds. We've got a timeout here in Los Angeles where it is all Gonzaga. The 19th ranked Zags lead at 57-35 with 15:32 to play. We're back after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
So we've always wanted a Cadillac Escalade,
but they're out of our price range.
So I started a podcast for my side hustle. You know, all the kids are doing it.
Honey, you've got 7 likes.
All right. Hey, I'm still learning how to algorithm.
And that's not a verb.
Oh.
There's an easier way to score an Escalade. It's Northern Quest's $165,000 Cadillac Countdown. Play daily to enter. Grand prize drawing January 25th. Details at northernquest.com.
At Wheatland Bank, we're all about relationships, so we couldn't be more proud to announce the relationship of a lifetime. Wheatland Bank is now part of the Glacier family of regional banks. With Glacier at our side, we'll deliver exciting new products and the latest technologies. Still, we're keeping our name, like one of those power couples you read about in the magazines. But you know, still bankers. Wheatland Bank. Relationships you can count on.
Wheatland Bank, a division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Spokane International Airport is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. The airport connects Zags fans and alums with over 60 daily departures to more than 20 nonstop destinations provided by 7 major airlines, as well as one-stop connections to most major metropolitan centers throughout the U.S. Real-time arrival and flight departure information is available at SpokaneAirports.net. Spokane International Airport, when it's time to fly.
Back in Los Angeles, Tom Hudson with you here tonight. Adam Morrison will rejoin us on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock when the Zags host the San Diego Toreros. Well, Gonzaga basketball brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. So 57-35 is the score. The Bulldogs 5 of 11 in the second half. After making 52% of their shots in the first half. Gonzaga led in scoring by Caleb Battle and Graham Ike. 16 for Graham, 15 for Caleb. Ajayi has 11 points. And they have carried the offense for Gonzaga as Ajayi inbounds in the backcourt on the sideline into Nembhard. And we're back to action. Nembhard across half court. Amy defends. Huff sets a screen. Ryan drives, gets all the way to the rim, flips it off the glass and in. Boy, went in there with the big fellas and delivered 59-35 as the Bulldogs lead. Still 15-15 to play here in Los Angeles. Lamage Lewis dribbles in the left corner, bounces it for Porter. Bulldogs double and Battle trying to tie him up, and the official says he got his arm as well. So a foul called on Caleb. That is his second of the game. Asanza and Johnston check back in. Vide and Chope head to the bench. Boy, Lions feeling pretty good about themselves. 6 straight wins at home. Big win over Oregon State on Thursday night, but the Bulldogs have quieted this crowd. There's Porter on the inbound play, coming off a screen, knocking down a three from the corner. 59-38 is the score. Stromer back on the floor for the first time in the second half, gets a screen from Huff. Dribbling away from the pressure of Johnston, bounces it back to Braden, defended by Asanza. Backs him down with that right-handed dribble. Gets him into the paint, spins to the baseline. Hook shot won't go down. Ajayi can't secure the rebound, and instead it's Amy who heads the other way with it. Amy, couple of crossover dribbles, and a foul is going to be called on the floor. I believe Ajayi. Nope, not Ajayi on the reach-in, but instead it'll be Nemhard. It was a late whistle. Number 2 on Narayan. Let's see what the Zags can do here. Up 59-38, still 14-25 left in our basketball game. See if they can do what they did against Portland and really put this thing out of reach as compared to what happened against Pepperdine. Here's another inbound play, and Javon Porter misses by about 5 feet on the three-point shot. Zags head the other way. We've got a whistle and a block that's going to go against LMU, and will they count the basket? Oh, they're going to say it was on the ground, I believe. Caleb Battle is calling for the end one, but the officials will say that the foul came before the shot. No, actually, he's going to shoot. Wait a second. There's some confusion right now because none of the officials has made the signal that the shot was good. You've got one official saying it's one shot. So they haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. Battle makes it. And that'll be a three-point play. 62-38 is the Bulldog advantage. So off the horrible miss by Porter, the Zags convert on the other end as Caleb Battle continues to dominate this game. Braden Huff with the shot blocks, controls it to Nemhard. Now Battle in the left corner, shoots a three and hits it. What Caleb Battle putting on a show here in Los Angeles. 19 now for the Bulldogs transfer guard, and they are rolling at 65-38. Still 14 minutes to play. Porter trying to get around Battle, who's whistled for his third personal foul. That might be the only thing that slows Caleb down tonight. Hickman's going to check in for Nemhard. Ryan today 6 points to go along with 8 assists. Johnston to inbound on the baseline, near side of the floor. Lots of action. Now they'll just lob it into Porter, who's defended by Battle. Spins, misses with the left, but Battle's going to be whistled for another personal. And that'll be his fourth. Javon Porter is going to step to the free throw line where he's going to shoot 2 free throws. The first one is off the mark. And the Bulldogs have kept him largely in check. Amy checks out. Stone Carrawell checks back in. Porter misses both free throws. Ajayi clears the glass, so the score remains 65-38. 27-point lead, the biggest of the game. Nemhard in the front court, top of the key pass. Huff dribbles once, hands it off to Stromer. Dusty to the free throw line, pulls up, shoots. Back iron won't go down. Ajayi trying to tip the rebound away from Porter and can't. It's going to be Lions basketball. LMU, tough stretch to open West Coast Conference play. But Washington State, Oregon State, San Francisco, and now the Zags. They'll play St. Mary's on Tuesday. Out top, it's Porter with it, defended by Ajayi. Fun watching these two former Waves go at one another. Nice defensive play by Hickman. Stone Carrawell cutting back door. Porter fired a pass to him. Nolan got a fingertip on it and deflected it out of bounds. 12 seconds to shoot. Bulldogs 65, Lions 38. 13 minutes to play here in LA. Johnston lobs it in. It's caught by Porter in front of the Lions bench. She's defended by Huff. To the baseline with the dribble. Shot, rattles around and drops. And pretty much right now, Javon Porter is just getting to the rim and getting a whistle. Porter into double figures now with 11 points. It's 3 of 10 from the field. Makes the free throw. It's 65-41 now. Hickman brings ball up the floor. Pressure. Passes over to Nembhard, who's across the timeline with plenty of time to spare. Huff sets a screen. Nembhard to the right wing. Pull-up jumper. And Stone Carroll got a piece of it. And here come the Lions the other way. Porter brings it up the floor. Porter took about 7 steps. Please blow your whistle. Thank you. He pushed off twice and then took... I mean, he just kept on walking. He was going to walk all the way to the rim and lay it in. And finally, a whistle. Nembhard up the left sideline in the front court to Stromer, who had it knocked away by Merk Veladze. Gonzaga is going to keep the ball, so it goes out of bounds on the far sideline. Nembhard walks it across the timeline off the inbound pass. Stromer, one-handed pass to Huff, who gives it back to Nembhard. Nembhard picks up his dribble, goes to Hickman, coming off a screen from Huff. Bounce back to Braden, ball's out of bounds, last touched by the Lions. Boy, nice looking play there, just couldn't quite convert it. Nembhard found Hickman, who bounced it for Huff, but it was tipped out of bounds. Well, Nembhard will inbound for GU. Throws it up for grabs. Stromer had it knocked away by Stone Carroll, but Ajayi comes away with a loose basketball. Ajayi driving on Johnston, cut off, kicks it out to Nembhard. Nembhard will penetrate, pulls up from 12. Shot won't go as the shot clock expires. We've got a whistle. And the foul, I believe, is going to go against Johnston for LMU. It is Johnston, his first, as he shoved the Ajayi out of the way. That's 14 fouls on the Lions. And now we're going to have a substitution. Lamage Lewis will check in for Porter. Nembhard throws it out to Hickman. Couple steps inside a half court. Only gets a screen from Huff. Dribbles to the right wing. Lewis cuts him off. Driving with the left hand. Gets to the left wing with it. Spins around, passes it out to Nembhard. And we've got a 3-second violation on Braden Huff. That's going to bring us to a timeout here in Los Angeles. 11:57 to play. And the Zags have a 65-41 lead over the Lions. We're back after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
Some banks receive 5-star ratings and think they've arrived. But at Wheatland Bank, we call that just getting started. Now, as a member of the Glacier family of regional banks, we're doing even more of what made us an industry leader. Anticipating Eastern Washington's growing needs with more expertise, more technology, more resources, well, more everything. The new, even better Wheatland Bank. What more do you need? Seriously, we're asking.
Wheatland Bank, a division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza is what stuffed crust pizza should be. Hot, fresh, melty, all because it's straight from your oven. So, hand-braided cheesy crust? Check. Perfectly piping hot? Check. Melty cheesy goodness? Check, check, check. Order the new cheesy stuffed crust pizza today and taste the deliciousness for yourself. Starting at just $13.99 from Papa Murphy's.
Every year, the crowds go crazy for the Cal Triple Play of the Day, where you can get tricked out cool trucks or sporty SUVs just in time for winter. And this week, you can delay all payments until next year. Get a minimum $2,000 trade-in value for your old ride, plus get a 2-year service maintenance program with every vehicle sold, which is a triple play opportunity this week at both Cal locations.
Gonzaga basketball brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. Zags 65, Lions 41. 11 minutes and 57 seconds to play in our basketball game here in Los Angeles. 21 points for Caleb Battle. Ties his Gonzaga career high. Battle's fourth 20-point game of the season. He does sit on the bench with 4 personal fouls. Ike has 16, Ajayi with 11. The Bulldogs shooting 49% as a team. Back to action. Lewis Hassett looks in the paint for Mark Lavazze. It's knocked away from behind by Ben Gregg, who's also whistled for the foul going over the back. And knocking the ball away. Five-team fouls committed by the Bulldogs. I'll check that. That's 18 fouls committed by the Bulldogs here in the second half. So Lions in the bonus for the last nearly 12 minutes of the game. Mark Falatse goes 2 for 2, 65-43. Mark Falatse, really good free throw shooter, 90% coming in. Full court pressure. Hickman gets it to Nembhard, back to Hickman. Hickman has it again, gets a screen from Ike, who's returned. Bounce back to Graham at about 12 feet. Kicks it out left side off the double team to Stromer. Repost. Ike going to work on Asanza. Spins to the baseline and scores. Boy, a strong, definitive move from Graham Ike, who scored 18 points now at 67-43. Here's a drive and a pass over to Johnston in the left corner. Asanza now. Big 7-footer backing down Ike. Gets to the hook. Can't bank it in. Ike with the rebound. Pass away to Nembhard up the left side into the front court. It's a screen from Gregg. Pass back to Ben, and it goes through Ben's hands and out of bounds. Little confusion with Gregg and Nembhard, and Ryan's talking to Ben a little bit there. After Ben set the screen, his first step was backwards. Looked like it was going to be a little pick and pop, and I think that's where Ryan was expecting him to go, and then Ben cut to the rim. Timing wasn't right. It's a turnover on the Bulldogs. They're 6th of the game. 67-43, though. Gonzaga with the lead. Mark Lavazze drives, has it stripped away. It's off his leg and out of bounds. Gonzaga ball. Nolan Hickman celebrates as he was the one who forced the turnover. He heads the other way, but now with the Lions showing full court pressure, trailing by 24, Hickman will have to go back into the backcourt, and the Zags will try to break this pressure again. Inbound to Stromer, back to Hickman now for Nembhard again. Nembhard bounces over to Hickman, who picks it up and throws it across half court into the hands of Nembhard. Nembhard for Stromer in front of the GU bench. He'll shoot a 3. That one won't go, and Mark Lavazze has the rebound. Outlet to Johnston. It's a screen from Porter, who's back in. And foul's going to go against Hickman. Trying to fight through that screen. They got him for a hold. Thought they might get Porter for setting an illegal screen. He was moving pretty quick. But instead, Johnston's headed to the free throw line. Johnson, 89.5% at the line. As a team, LMU not particularly great shooting free throws, less than 70%. A couple of individuals who are good free throw shooters, including the young man at the free throw line right now. Still a lot of time here, 10.5 minutes. Both free throws are good. One lead change, one tie in the game. Bulldogs fell behind 4-0 when it had 5-4. We were briefly tied again at 7, and that's it. Nembhard in the front court, left corner pass. Stromer. His catch and shoot 3 is off the mark. Kasana comes away with the rebound. Johnston up the right side quickly. Slowed down now by Nembhard. One-handed pass over to Stone Carawell. Calls for a screen from Asanza. Dribbles to the right side. A little hesitation. Fadeaway on the right wing is good. Well, they could have called him for a carry, I think, a couple of times on that one. But basket is good. We go under 10 minutes to play. The Bulldogs lead is 20. Bulldogs work around the perimeter. It's Stromer in the corner. Third time a charm. Nope. He misses a third straight 3. And then Ben Gregg, grabbing the rebound, turned his left ankle. He goes down to the ground, but then asks the official for a little bit of help up. Ben appears to be okay. He'll try to work that thing off. 20-point lead for the Bulldogs. Gonzaga going cold offensively here. One of its last 7. But still, with this 20-point lead. Biggest lead has been 27. Johnson in the front court. Gets it away to Stone Carrawell. Back to Johnston between the circles. It's a screen, dribbles to his right, passes back left. Stone Carrawell to Johnson again. Fakes the 3, drives to the left hand. Little Euro step, comes up short. Choate back on the floor. Offensive rebound and put back good. 67-49 at the 9:20 mark. More pressure from the Lions. Nembhard, one-handed pass over to Stromer. Dusty into the front court, bounces up the sideline to Gregg. Gregg trapped, back to Stromer. Now the Bulldogs will set up the offense. Stromer, defended by Merk-Valadze, and there's a whistle and a foul. Merk-Valadze all over Dusty, and body bumping him, and then bumped his shoulder, and that drew the whistle. Lions have scored 6 straight. As I mentioned, the Bulldogs have hit just one of their last 7 field goal attempts. Stromer throws in the backcourt to Nembhard. Defended by Stone Carrawell. Gets a screen from Gregg. Nembhard bounces on the baseline. Hickman, extra pass. Ike goes up and hammers home the dunk over Choate. Ike pushes the lead back to 20. Graham having a night. Merk-Valadze fakes the 3. Had a wide open look off the shot fake, but didn't. Instead passes it over to Porter, and he hits the 3-point shot. 69-52. Nembhard picks up the dribble, bounces to Ike between the circles. Graham has 20 points. Back to Nembhard, now right side. Hickman for 3, and he's got it. Nolan Hickman knocks down the 3-point shot. And the answer pushes the lead back to 20. Porter drives, shot blocked from behind by Gregg. Porter ends up on the ground. Bulldogs have numbers 4 on 2. Here's a bounce from Nembhard to Hickman. He'll try another 3 from the right side. That one's too strong. Rebound is tipped by Stromer to Merk-Valadze, who lost it, but Porter saves it. Johnson the other way shoots a 3 on the break. He makes it, and Coach Few wants to slow this down a little bit. 72-55. It's a 17-point Gonzaga lead as Coach Few calls a timeout. This timeout is going to extend into a full timeout. We'll take it as well. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza is what stuffed crust pizza should be. Hot, fresh, melty, all because it's straight from your oven. So, hand-braided cheesy crust? Check. Perfectly piping hot? Check. Melty cheesy goodness? Check, check, check. Order the new cheesy stuffed crust pizza today and taste the deliciousness for yourself. Starting at just $13.99 from Papa Murphy's.
Today's students are smart, savvy, and heading towards a future filled with possibilities. Education is the light that can help guide them on their path to fulfilling their dreams. That's why Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. With every lottery game you play in the pursuit of making your dreams a reality, you're supporting the next generation of game changers who are using education as the way to reach theirs. Thanks for playing, Washington.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Well, hey, Zach fans, the Xfinity 10G network. Get the fastest internet with faster speeds rolling out every day. Enjoy a reliable connection so everyone can be online at once, even during peak hours. Introducing the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity. Tom Hudson with you here tonight in Los Angeles. Mo will be back when the Zags host San Diego on Wednesday. The Bulldogs have hit 29 of 60 shots from the field. That's good for 48%. They're 6 out of 15 shooting threes and a perfect 8 of 8 at the free throw line. Individually, Caleb Battle has 21. He sits on the bench with 4 fouls. Graham Ike has scored 20. This is Graham's 6th 20-point game of the season. For Battle, it's game number 4 that he scored 20 or more in his Ag uniform. 11 points for Micah Ajayi on 4 of 6 shooting from the field. There's pressure again from LMU as we return. Zags get in the front court to Greg, who's fouled on the perimeter by Porter. Kind of a silly foul for Porter. It's his 3rd. And with this stoppage in play, we have another timeout on the floor. 7:49 to play in our game. 72-55, Zags on top. They'll have the ball when we come back. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Support Gonzaga men's basketball through NIL. Zags Collective is the leading NIL collective supporting Zags student athletes through name, image, and likeness. Zags Collective creates opportunities for student athletes to engage with the community and grow their brand. Plus, you get access to autograph sessions, exclusive events, and more. Become a member today. Go to zagscollective.com and get started.
Today's students are smart, savvy, and heading towards a future filled with possibilities. Education is the light that can help guide them on their path to fulfilling their dreams. That's why Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. With every lottery game you play in the pursuit of making your dreams a reality, you're supporting the next generation of game changers who are using education as the way to reach theirs. Thanks for playing, Washington.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now it's our lowest price of the season on our top-selling i8 smart bed. Your best savings plus special financing. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Welcome back to Gersten Pavilion, home of the LMU Lions. Zags leading 72-55. Gonzaga looking to go 3-0 in West Coast Conference play. And they'll play a pair of games at home next week. Again, San Diego Wednesday. Washington State will be on Saturday at the McCarthy Athletic Center. It feels like we have not spent a lot of time on the home floor this year. Playing that Portland game downtown at Veterans Memorial Arena. That means it'll be from the 21st of December to the 8th of January that the Bulldogs play on the home floor. And that coming after the Bulldogs went from November 20th to December 18th where they didn't play at home. A couple of pretty long stretches here. But still the Bulldogs have fought through 11-4 on the season, playing quite a few games outside of the friendly confines of the McCarthy Athletic Center. Nemhart finds EK high post. Triple team comes. He spins away from it and scores. My goodness, looked like Graham wanted to get the ball out of his hands and pass it to somebody, but instead, at the last second, spun, got a shot up on goal, and he was fouled. And Graham steps to the free throw line. Graham, leading scorer for the Bulldogs now. And that free throw is off the mark. 74-55, 7:31 to play. Graham with 22, 21 for Battle. Stone Carrawell between the circles, holds, gets it over to Johnston at the three-point line left side. Now for Porter. Porter faces up, fakes the jump shot on Gregg. Back and bend down. Gets into the paint with a hop step, pushes off, leans in, and Mo and I have this conversation all the time, and I was hoping I was going to have it by myself today, but the offensive player pushes you 4 times to get into the paint and then leans into the defender. I just don't know what the defender is supposed to do. And I'm not even suggesting that was an offensive foul on Porter. To me, it's one of those situations where it's a play on, and Ben's talking to the official right now. And if the offensive player just bowls his way through the defensive player, Porter missed the first free throw. He missed the second one as well. I need Mo here to say ball don't lie. 74-55, the score. Zags still leading by 19. Here's Nembhard refusing the screen to Ike. Passes back to Graham off the drive. Pick and pop three is good. Graham knocks down the three-pointer, and the lead is back to 22. 6:49 to play. Graham with 25 points, 3 off his season high. Johnson fakes the 3, kicks in the corner for Porter. Drives to the left, spins. A fadeaway from 11 is off the mark. Into the hands of Ike, who hands it off to Nembhard. Ryan glances up at the scoreboard as he brings the ball across half court. Ike, 25 points, 8 rebounds to go along with those points. Closing in on a double-double. Nembhard dribbling in front of Coach Few on the bench. Waits for the screen from Ike, refuses it, and as he drives, Johnston is whistled for the personal foul. And the Bulldogs now going to be in the bonus. Caleb Battle's going to check back in with those 4 personal fouls. We'll check in for Emmanuel Inocente, who played a couple minutes there. 6:19 to play. Hopefully the Bulldogs can extend this thing just a little bit more, and Coach Few can go to his bench again. Nembhard will shoot the front end of a 1-and-1. And make it. Another free throw coming for the Bulldogs senior guard. Brian, a little bit of an off shooting night, 3 out of 10 from the field, but he does have 7 points to go along with 10 assists. Leading assist man in the country. Doing it again here in Los Angeles. 79-55 is the score. That's the 9th double-figure assist game in now 14 games for the Bulldogs. Make that 16 games for the Bulldogs, who are 11-4. Here's a pass in the corner to Johnston. His 3 is good. There's something about playing against Gonzaga. He torched the Bulldogs last year from behind the three-point line. He has made all 4 of his three-point attempts here tonight and has 14. DK sets a screen for Nembhard, who drives, gets all the way to the rim, and lays it in. Boy, Johnston gave up on the play after Ryan beat him initially. He was pointing to somebody to come and help him. And the help never came. 81-58 is the Gonzaga advantage. Stone Carrawell dribbling, and here's a whistle and a foul. Johnston running off a couple of screens trying to get open. Nembhard called for a hold, and that's his 3rd personal. Nembhard having a conversation with the official. And now Johnson will step to the free throw line. First free throw good. Both free throws good. 81-60. Long pass up the floor to Ben Gregg to break pressure. He hands it off to Battle. Back to Gregg in the right corner for Battle again. Nembhard between the circles. Screen from Ike. Dribbles to his left. Now back to his right. Double team comes. He finds Ike. Graham throws down a 2-handed dunk. Give him 27 points on the night. 83-60. We go under 5 minutes to play. Porter gives it up to Stone Carrawell, who drives, denied by Ike on the help. Skips it right side. Merk Levance back out to Johnston. Johnston dribbling to his left, forces a 3 over Gregg, misses for the first time today. Rebound tipped out. Battle comes away with it 2-on-1. Battle driving, laying it up, and laying it in. Zags by 25. And we've got a timeout called by LMU. All right, Battle and Ike. They're doing it all for the Bulldogs. They've scored 50 points combined on 21 of 27 shooting from the field. And the Zags are 4.5 minutes away from moving to 3-0 in West Coast Conference play. This timeout called by the Lions. The 4.5-minute mark is going to extend into our full timeout. We'll take it as well. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog basketball from Learfield.
Quiet down, here she comes.
Surprise! Your accountant just emailed to say your quarterly taxes are way higher than you were expecting.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Also, your favorite employee is leaving. They're going to pursue their dream of being a veterinarian.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
So we've always wanted a Cadillac Escalade.
But they're out of our price range.
So I started a podcast for my side hustle. All the kids are doing it.
Honey, you've got 7 likes.
All right. Hey, I'm still learning how to algorithm.
And that's not a verb.
Oh.
There's an easier way to score an Escalade. It's Northern Quest's $165,000 Cadillac Countdown. Play daily to enter. Grand prize drawing January 25th. Details at northernquest.com.
It's time for Home Team Rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa Rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next-level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice! Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
Zags by 25. LMU has the basketball. 4.5 minutes to play. If you're looking for an all-star lineup of sporty all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, make the smart play and head on out to Cal. Stone Carrawell gives it up left side. Johnston has it there, the three-point line. Passes in the corner back to Stone Carrawell. Taking Stromer into the paint, loses the handle right into the hands of Battle. Bulldogs on the run, gets past Johnston, who pushes him, and we've got a late whistle. And a foul's going to go against Chope. It's not going to go on the finish. Or is it? Yes, it is. Boy, a really late whistle, and then the official was pointing at Chope as he and Ike made their way down the floor. I thought maybe he was going to get him for a potential foul in the fight for the rebound. But instead, the foul goes against Johnston, and the Bulldogs will have a three-point opportunity with Battle, who now has 25 points in the game. Make it 26. Ike checks out. Huff is back in. Bulldogs lead 88-60. This is a new Gonzaga career high for Battle. 26 bests his previous high of 21. Mark Levance between the circles with it. Bounces it out to Johnston. Johnston gets a screen from Chope. Dribbles to his right. Short pass to Amy, who's back in. Amy dribbling with the left hand of the wing. Cut off. Kicks it out to Porter. Porter defended by Ajayi will fire a three and misses by off the backboard. Nowhere close. Battle rebounds and brings Gonzaga the other way. KB skips it left side just inside a half court to Nemhart. Refuses a screen to Huff. Keeps his dribble alive. Now uses the Huff screen into the paint. Little no look for Huff, who can't finish. Johnston comes away with the rebound. Johnston on the run, gets all the way to the rim and scores. That's one that will not make Coach Few happy regardless of the 88-62 lead. Nemhart fakes the handoff to Stromer. Dribbling on the right sideline, gets a screen from Huff, refuses it, drives baseline, gets underneath the basket, flips it out to Ajayi. Ajayi 11 points in the game, all of them coming in the first half, bounces in the paint to Huff, he spins and shoots, comes up short. And the rebound is grabbed by Porter. Porter into the front court with the dribble. Driving on Ajayi, gets into the paint. We're going to get a foul against Ajayi. 2 minutes, 49 seconds to play. It's an 88-62 Gonzaga lead. Substitutions coming. Innocente and Huff. No, we're going to have to see a free throw first from Porter, and then the substitutions will come. Porter's first free throw is good. So Porter gets to his number tonight. He's averaging about 14 a game. Nemhard and Battle check out. Innocente and Hickman are back in there. For Porter, it's been a tough night. 4 out of 14 from the field, 6 of 10 at the free throw line, make it 7 out of 11. So makes both here. 88-64 is the score. LMU with some pressure in the backcourt. Hickman picks it up, throws up the sideline to Stromer, who dribbles it across the timeline. Back out to Hickman. Hickman, it's a screen from Huff, dribbles to the right elbow, now drives, throws it over to Ajayi. Right sideline, driving, hop step into the paint, kick out Stromer, fakes the three, he'll drive, pass in the corner for Innocente, 7 seconds to shoot. Manny bounces it to Huff, spins baseline, and scores. Boy, Ebe back onto the floor trying to defend the much bigger Huff. Slipped and fell, made it even a little bit easier for Braden to score. Chope is going to be called for a double dribble. Want to throw a pass to Amy. Amy cut the opposite direction, and it'll be another turnover on the Lions. June Suckyo is going to check in for Gonzaga. Joe Few will also take the floor for the final 2:06. Well, Hickman and Huff check out that basket by Braden, his first make of the game. He's 1 for 7 from the field. Graham Ike and Caleb Battle have been more than enough for the Bulldogs here tonight. Here's Ajayi, three-point line right side. Defended by Chope. Spins on him, fades away, and misses the shot. Good rebounding position for LMU. Lions have cleared the bench as well. That pass intended for Lewis. He can't handle it. And Ajayi comes away with it. Mike on the run, 1-on-3, all the way to the rim. Shot, rolls around and drops. Ajayi gives the Bulldogs a 92-64 advantage. 90 seconds to play. There's a whistle and a foul against the Bulldogs. Looks like it's going to go against June. So Ristic has checked into the game. He's been in the program for a few years, hasn't played much. The foul sends Lewis to the free throw line to shoot 2. Gonzaga led this game at halftime. 46-28 as Lewis misses the free throw. They've had the lead to as many as 27. Second for Lewis is good. Give him 1 out of 2. 92-65. Stromer into the front court, left side pass into Chente. Out to June between the circles. June, couple dribbles to his right, hands it back to Stromer. It's a screen from Ajayi. Dusty, left-handed dribble to the free throw line, switches back to the right and hits. 94-65, now a 29-point advantage. This is the largest for the Bulldogs with 1 minute to play in the game. Amy has it, gets a screen from Ristic, drives, scoops, misses, but a foul is going to go against Innocente. Well, Amy has been largely quiet here today. As a matter of fact, looking for his first points of the night, 0 for 4. Came in averaging about 8 a game. The transfer misses his first free throw. Lions 17 out of 24 at the line. And 1 out of 2. Stromer. Pass left side to Few. Few trying to drive on Vide. Cut off on the baseline. Pass back to Ajayi. Ajayi in the far corner. Glance up at the clock. 16 seconds. It'll crossover move. Drive. Shot won't go, but a foul. Vide with a two-handed push after Ajayi beat him on the baseline. Well, it's Zags fans versus Cougs fans in Northern Quest Winning Colors Challenge. Get your Gonzaga Canvas Rewards card and play for the Zags. The fan base with most points wins $10,000 for the program. Details at northernquest.com. First free throw for Ajayi is good. Second free throw is also good, and Ajayi, with those two free throws, ties his season high with 15 points. 30-point lead for the Bulldogs. Amy drives, leaves for Chope, spins the baseline, stripped away by Stromer, wristed, misses from point-blank range as he scooped up the loose ball. Amy almost lost it, but got it back and makes a jumper. 96-68. Stromer will bring the ball across half court. Amy will follow him as he dribbles the clock out. 5 seconds. Coach Few makes his way to center court for the handshake with Stan Johnson. Bulldogs dominate tonight's game. We had one lead change and one tie. Gonzaga leading nearly wire to wire and picking up a fourth straight win over the Lions. Zags improved to 12-4 on the season. And they improve to 3-0 in West Coast Conference play. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to head to the post-game show right after this. At First Interstate, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you. Member FDIC.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
At Western National Insurance, we're passionate about the power of nice. That's because nice isn't just a word. It's our way of doing business. It's about surpassing expectations, bringing kindness and decency to our work, and providing a helping hand when you need it most. And we've been putting nice first for more than a century. Find out just how powerful nice can be. Contact your independent insurance agent today and ask for Western National.
The game is over, but plenty more is still to come. Welcome to the Numerica Credit Union postgame show. Numerica Credit Union. Life moves. Live well. Federally insured by NCUA. Here's the voice of the Zags, Tom Hudson.
Gonzaga, a winner here in Los Angeles tonight. 96-68, the final score. The Zags improved to 3-0 in West Coast Conference play. They're now 12-4 on the season with the win. Again, it was an early 4-point lead for the Lions. Mark Levatze scored, and then a pair of free throws from Javon Porter made it 4-0. Caleb Battle hit a three, and then it was Ryan Nemhard who scored to give the Bulldogs a 5-4 lead. The Zags would lead 7-4 when Will Johnston hit a three-pointer. That tied things up at 7 apiece, but then the Bulldogs get a bucket from Graham Ike on the next possession, and Gonzaga would lead the rest of the way Gonzaga ends up leading more than 37 minutes in tonight's basketball game, leading by as many as 30 points. So that lead just climbed steadily in the first half to 18 points. It was 46-28 and a buzzer beater from Nembhard. The Zags would get the lead up to 27 points with about 14 minutes to play. LMU was able to trim that down to an 18-point Gonzaga advantage, but the Bulldogs able to push it back up to 30 late in the basketball game, and they win it by the final score of 96-68. We'll take a quick look at our final stats coming your way after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
When staring down the barrel of a crispy fish, fish and cheddar, and beef and cheddar, it's pretty obvious that roast beef isn't wild-caught Alaskan pollock. Excellent observation skills. Now, what do they all have in common? They're just 2 for $6.99. You are killing it, sandwich sleuth. Now reward yourself with Arby's 2 for $6.99. Surf and turf. Arby's, we have the meats.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
So we've always wanted a Cadillac Escalade.
But they're out of our price range.
So I started a podcast for my side hustle. All the kids are doing it.
Honey, you've got 7 likes.
All right. Hey, I'm still learning how to algorithm.
And that's not a verb.
Oh.
There's an easier way to score an Escalade. It's Northern Quest's $165,000 Cadillac Countdown. Play daily to enter. Grand prize drawing January 25th. Details at northernquest.com.
Want to earn some extra money this winter? Spokane International Airport is hiring multiple seasonal snow removal equipment operators. These are on-call positions for the upcoming winter season from November 2024 to March 2025. You can earn up to $36 an hour. Some positions require a CDL, and previous experience in operating snow removal equipment is highly preferred. Join our team today. Learn more and apply by visiting SpokaneAirports.net.
Living a healthy, happy life is built on a foundation of good habits, wholesome foods, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25, and annual screening mammograms beginning at 40. Our convenient Spokane area locations make scheduling your mammogram easy. Schedule your exam today. Call 509-455-4455 or visit www.inlandimaging.com/appointments.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard, until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Zags win it by a final score of 96-68 here over LMU in Los Angeles. Numerica Credit Union money answers for people who know Gonzaga does in fact exist. Plus, show your Bulldog pride with your Zag debit card offered only at Numerica, federally insured by NCUA. A quick look at our final stats to show Graham, Ike, and Caleb Battle leading the way. Ike, 27 points, one off of his season high. He was 12 of 16 from the field. Battle sets a new Gonzaga career high with 26 points. He was 10 of 12 from the field, knocked down 4 or 5 threes. Mike Ajayi ties his season high with 15 points on 5 of 8 shooting. So those 3 Zags tonight combined to go 27 of 36 from the field, and they score 68 of the Zags' 96 points. Gonzaga ends up shooting 53% from the field in the basketball game. Meanwhile, for LMU, Will Johnston had 4 of 5 from behind the three-point line to finish with 18 points. Javon Porter, 17 points on 14 field goal attempts. Zags hold the Lions to 38% shooting from the field as Gonzaga picks up a fourth straight win over the Lions. So again, Gonzaga remains undefeated in league play with a 3-0 record, while LMU falls to 1-3. We'll have some post-game interviews, some highlights from the Bulldogs, a 96-68 win coming your way right after this. You're listening to Gonzaga Bulldog Basketball from Learfield.
It's time for home team rewards. Zag fans, get your Bulldog branded ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card, the only card where you can earn rewards for everyday purchases while giving back to Gonzaga University. Choose from a Visa rewards card with a lower rate or a Premier Rewards card with maximum rewards. With no annual fees, card control, and next level security, you can spend smart from tap to app. Zags, rejoice. Find your card at iccu.com/GoZags on approved credit.
We care about your safety. If you need to break ground on a new outdoor project, be aware that buried electric and natural gas lines can be anywhere. It's the law to call 811 at least 2 business days before you dig. Spray paint white lines showing your dig zone, and a crew will mark the utility lines. Mark accuracy zone is within 2 feet of the mark, so always hand dig to expose the line first. Call 811 before you dig. The service is free for residential customers. Avista, we just want you to be safe.
Marsh McLennan Agency is a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Sports. When it comes to insurance, how hard does your team really work for you? At Marsh McLennan Agency, we do the shopping for the right insurance carrier, ensuring you get the right coverage tailored to your needs. Our local experts are dedicated to providing personalized service backed by the resources of Marsh, the global leader in insurance. Visit MMANorthwest.com and get started on finding a better insurance coverage for you. Go Zags!
At Western National Insurance, NICE is a little word that does big things for everyone. NICE is a helping hand when you need it most, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can trust the person on the other end of the call. For more than a century, we've been protecting individuals, families, and businesses with NICE as our foundation. Experience the power of NICE for yourself. Ask your independent insurance agent for Western National.
Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Services is proud to sponsor Gonzaga Athletics. When it comes to your home or business, you deserve fast, reliable service, and that's exactly what you'll get. Our team is committed to delivering 5-star service with upfront pricing and free quotes on every job, so there's no surprises. Got a plumbing emergency? Don't wait. Call Shaw Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today at 509-954-5273 or visit ShawPlumbingServices.com. We're the Zags' trusted team for reliable service every time.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza is what stuffed crust pizza should be. Hot, fresh, melty, all because it's straight from your oven. So, hand-braided cheesy crust? Check. Perfectly piping hot? Check. Melty cheesy goodness? Check, check, check. Order the new cheesy stuffed crust pizza today and taste the deliciousness for yourself. Starting at just $13.99 from Papa Murphy's.
Bulldogs assistant coach Brian Michelson out of the locker room to talk about the Bulldogs' 96-68 win here in Los Angeles over LMU that runs the Bulldogs' record in league to 3-0. And B-Mike, that's a team that was playing pretty good here at home. They had won 6 in a row. I kind of dug into that a little bit after we talked about it today.